A group of kids paved the way to rescue thousands of dogs. It all began when they were determined to save a neglected litter of puppies without a home.
I think it's wonderful. It was something they started and have carried on, and they carried on with their own children. I think the desire to save animals is something that you should carry with you for a lifetime.
Elementary school teacher Diane Trull led the effort back in 2003. Alex was 9 years old at the time.
Do you remember how you were feeling at that moment back then in fourth grade?
I think all of us felt really sad and confused as to why they didn't find a home. And the next question we asked was, well, is there something that we can do to save those animals? The next day we decided that starting a shelter what was best for Dalhart.
Together, the class opened the Dalhart Animal Wellness Group and Sanctuary, also known as DAWGS in Texas. The Texas shelter has grown over the years. It currently sits on 320 acres. 57 acres of it is the compound for the dogs. Twins Sarah and Sadie, now in their 20s, were also in Miss Trull's class that year.
It has been 17 years since I was a fourth grader in Miss Trull's class, and we started this adventure of what is now DAWGS. I look back now and I see how life has come full circle and how much DAWGS has impacted me, not only as a child, but as an adult.
Hannah was part of that special class as well.
It's fostered my love of helping those that are less fortunate, and that extends like outside of dogs and into people as well, especially children.
Hannah's photo is on the cover of a new book that shares her class's story.
It just tells the story of the shelter from when the kids first asked the question, why do the animals have to die? And then it goes along through all the different situations that tested our ability to save animals.
Over the years, the shelter has helped more than 20,000 animals get adopted into loving homes. During the pandemic, Ms. Trull's seen a rise in the number of pets in the shelter. She says many families haven't had the means to take care of them.
We have a huge amount of animals that need homes. A lot of people came to us and couldn't afford their animals because they needed food or vet care, and we tried to supplement all of those things. Right now we have over 200, and every week we transport more out, but there's a list waiting to come in from kill shelters.
Is that more than usual, 200 dogs or 200 animals that are?
That's more than we normally have.
Some of the dogs up for adoption were featured on Broadway Barks, an annual charity event co-founded by Mary Tyler Moore and Bernadette Peters.
Oh my God, you got cute little puppies! They were dumped in our night drop at the shelter.
For the last 20 years, it's been held in New York City. This year, it went virtual, offering DAWGS in Texas a prime spot in the national spotlight.
We've had so many inquiries, most of them from the East Coast, so that has created kind of a problem to figure out a transport to get them there, but we're working on how to do that. Almost immediately after it aired, we had people calling.
Miss Trull's daughter, Katie, couldn't be prouder.
It's undeniable the difference that she wants to make and the difference that she does make.
Miss Trull's no longer teaching in the classroom. Instead, she's teaching compassion at the shelter she runs, and where many of her former students still volunteer.
But mostly I do like in-office stuff with Miss Trull. I make a lot of the shelter's videos for all kinds of things and updated records on the dogs, so that's the way I help.
What do you call her these days? Is it still Miss Trull or is it Diane at this point in your life?
It was Miss Trull for a long time, but Deedee's the new name.
I'm Leigh Scheps for Inside Edition Digital.